cute. They're smart dogs. They're really nice dogs. They don't have a lot of medical problems as a breed, so they're pretty enjoyable dogs. And most people who have them get very addicted to the breed. Like this is a breed that has a lot of repeat dogs. You know, Dachshunds do that. Australian Shepherds do that. You know, once people have one, they tend to have them. Pugs, another big repeat breed. So from the standpoint of the Corgis, people really like them. They're intelligent and they have pretty good health histories. They're not a dog that needs a lot of medical care. Mostly the same kind of problems as most other dog breeds have. They can have difficulty with their hips. They're kind of an odd dog because they're a bigger dog and a smaller body. You know, they have a bigger dog's body but smaller legs. And it's actually kind of funny because the name of the breed, actually, Corgi, actually comes from this combination of these Old English words that actually sort of mean dwarf dog. So they're little dwarves, you know. You know, because they have a long spine and short legs, they have a susceptibility to intervertebral disc disease and also hip dysplasia. But I've not experienced a lot of back disease in Corgis, so from my own personal experience, I don't think they're more likely to get back problems than other dogs. And certainly not as much as things like Cocker Spaniels or Dachshunds. Yeah, I think honestly probably shorter trails. Like I wouldn't like put a pack on one of those dogs and take it up in the mountains and go for long distance hikes, but they actually can go fair distance if they're conditioned and they're, you know, healthy. We look at the history of these dogs. They use them actually to take stock to markets, like geese. So, you know, they can run, they can do that for an extended period of time if they're in shape. They're actually pretty even-tempered dogs, and just like everybody, you know, the stereotyping based on breeds is kind of nutty, but they like exercise, but they're not dogs to get to go long distance running with. They like to walk, they like to go out and meet people, they usually like to socialize with other dogs. I think they are. I've never had a Corgi with any kind of difficulty behavior-wise with kids. I think they're pretty loving dogs, pretty protective of the family, but not aggressive. Well, I think one of the things about Corgis is they tend to be adopted by people who are actually purchasing them from a breeder, and they're not dogs that are usually available at the shelter or other locations. There is a problem anytime a breed gets popular. It's sort of a downcline, a decline for the breed when that happens, because we get lower reputation breeders breeding dogs in numbers rather than making sure that genetically and physically they're healthy dogs. So when we're not breeding just for health and personality, anytime it's just about numbers, the health of the breed can decline. You know, we've certainly seen that with golden retrievers and other kinds of breeds like that. But so far we haven't experienced that, and I can't say that I've seen a big increase in the number of Corgis that we're seeing here in the clinic. So there's a big problem right now that a lot of people are completely unaware of, and it's actually dogs who suffocate from getting their heads stuck in chip bags. And there's a couple of dogs that die every month from this in the United States. And it's a real tragedy. Like, people leave a little bag of Cheetos on the table and they go to the supermarket and they come home and their dog's dead in the middle of the living room. So really, really important for people to know that. And Corgis are intelligent dogs, so like they can get up and get stuff and do problem solving. So, you know, make sure that the chips are away and the bags are not where the dogs can get to them.